Oh, we got some good ones for you this week in the final order cutoff. Books of interest for June 17th, 2024. You want to see what I've got on the slate for you guys? You're going to have to stick around. Welcome back, family. I'm your host, Rich. This is Timo Hana, and we're doing the final order cutoff books of interest for June 17th, 2024. Again, and what do I mean by that? Well, I did a live stream the other day. Oh, it was a recording, the other day. Almost a week ago. Wow, time flies this week. At Visions for the Remember Me picks. And I packed up everything. I went over there and I came over here and I did the Monday live stream and I had a lot of problems with the audio. I couldn't figure it out. And I have already recorded this entire video and I went to edit it and I had no sound. Same problem I had the other day. No sound. And I couldn't figure out what the heck is going on. I can't get any sound. I'm checking all the wires, checking everything else, and didn't notice, forgot to check the on-off switch on the front of the damn microphone. So needless to say, I had to get all the swearing out of my system to avoid demonetization before I got back on here, and I get to record this all over again. Yay! We got some good picks, though. What do I mean by a book of interest? Well, anytime there's a number one, whether it's a one-shot, limited series, or a whole new series whatsoever, I will try to point it out to you. I'll point out the number twos as well, so if you picked up number one just out of curiosity and you liked it, this is your reminder, hey, just so you don't get shut out and have no number twos, if you want to continue reading the story, courtesy reminder, I'll show that book to you too. I'm not going to bother with 3s and 4s, 5s and 12s and whatever. You're on your own after number two. Second printings, thirds, fifths, whatever, number ones, I'll point those out to you because sometimes people like to collect those multiple printings. Sometimes you just never had a chance to buy one and you want to get a printing of whatever just to read it. Cool artwork, which we've got a few this week. I'd like to point that out to you too. Things that I think are just outstanding cover art. It's, if nothing else, it is giving the artist proper recognition for the work that they've done. If I know that there's a first appearance or a first team up or anything story important that may increase the value of the book, I'll point that out. And if I miss anything, please drop it in the comment at the end because I need to know these things too. Not just me, but all the other viewers. And finally, any annuals, giant size, king size that I see, because if you're subscribed to something like, I'm subscribed to Batman, I don't have to worry about it, I get all the books. No, you get 12 issues for 12 months. Annuals, king size, giant size, or outside of the subscription. If you want those, you have to go on and order them individually. And I will point them out so you don't miss them. All right, so let's jump into this list, as I said before, again. At least it was easier to find all the books once I've already done it, right? Cobra Commander, number one of 5. This is the 4th printing. Pretty interesting artwork here. And you see I have all the tabs up here. These are the books I'm going to be showing you. As I go through them, I close the tabs. If I hit, what the heck just happened now? I don't know. If I, don't break on me, I'm trying to record this for the second time. If I had just skipped to the next tab, it would have been so easy, but I had to go and reopen all these tabs again, find them all and reopen them. But let's just get to work here. Cobra Commander, number 1, 4th printing. Continuing with Image, we have Domain, number 1. This is the cover A of a 5-part series. We have Falling in Love on the Path to Hell, number 1, 2nd printing. And when I saw this, I thought it was part of the blood-soaked hunt that's going on in blood hunt that's going on in the Marvel series, where they have a blood-soaked version of every one of the books. I thought they decided to copy it here. But a lot of times when they have a 2nd printing the same week, you will find the next issue. So issue number 2, cover A, will be also on the final order cutoff. So if you liked this book and you want to continue reading it, and from what I've heard, a lot of people have liked this book, you might want to add this to your pull list so you don't miss it. From Image, we also have the Precious Metal number 2 of 6. So if you like number 1, reminder time. Transformers number 1, 7th printing. 7th printing. And this is a very busy, ornate cover. It took a lot of time to do. So do you think that's crazy, 7th printing? As in, hold my beer. Void Rivals, 9th printing. I'm running out of fingers here. 9th printing. Let's just hope we don't get to the 21st printing. Think about it. Okay, moving into Boom Studios, we have Graveyard Club #1. This is from R.L. Stine, but I will point out this is a $10 book. So I'm not saying it's not worth it. I'm just, anytime the book is a little bit higher than average $3, $4, $5, $6, I like to make sure people know. Because I've actually been burning in the past, like, oh, that's cool. I think I'll get these 2 covers also. When I get to the register, I'm like, whoa, why so much? Oh, man, these are $10 each. So if I see a higher price book, I'll let you know it's there, but I will let you know the price when I see it. There is a cover F, Final Order Cut Off Reveal. And I don't know what the reveal is on this cover, that he can float and loses a sneaker. I don't know. But whatever the reveal is, if you want to spend another $10, you might want to grab it. Now, this doesn't come out until September 18th, which is a long time from now. I would not be surprised if we see this on next week's Final Order Cutoff again. Sometimes they do that. There is also, for another $10, a Erica Slaughter variant. It's not the greatest Erica Slaughter, in my opinion. I would have liked to see if they had Frizen do that one, but it's still it's an Erica Slaughter. Continue with Boom. We have Profane #2 of 5. If you like #1, there's your reminder. Moving into DC, we have Absolute Power Task Force 7 #1 cover A. And there's a lot of different covers on this. Nothing totally eye-popping, but there's a bunch of different covers. Batman Gotham by Gaslight Kryptonian Age #2 of 12. If you like #1, there's your reminder. Death in the Family, Robin Lives. This is kind of like a what-if comic. So back in the day, we all voted whether or not Robin was going to live or die. I remember this. I'm old enough. And I talked with a lot of people that voted. We all voted for the same reason. We all voted him to die for the same reason. We wanted to see if they'd actually do it. And they did. So they had a storyline written that if Robin lived, that never, I guess, got published. Well, now they're publishing it. It's a 4-part series. We'll see what happened. What would have happened if Robin had lived? What they had planned for us. We have the Primer Clashing Colors #1 of 3. It looks like. Yep. And we're gonna move into Marvel. But before we move into Marvel, just want to say, this airs on Saturday the 6th. What is today? The 14th. So it's going to air on Saturday the 15th. Unless you're a YouTube member, you're going to get this early access. But Saturday the 15th, it's noon. If you're in North Carolina, you still got time. Or you can go tomorrow, the 16th, as well. Charlotte, North Carolina. HeroesCon. Booth 1769. Comics Curing Cancer. Get your butt there. Hopefully, I'll see you. Tell them Timo Hana sent you. Ha! Back to the countdown. Oh yeah, Daredevil. Oh, Daredevil Woman Without Fear #1. I'm honest, I'm kind of burnt out on the Elektra is Daredevil story. I wish she'd just go back to being Elektra. Elektra's an interesting enough character. She doesn't have to pretend she's another character. Helverine #1 of 4, second printing. And we have, remember I told you about annuals. Here we go. The Immortal Thor annual #1. So if you're subscribed to Immortal Thor, you're not going to get this book. Make sure that you get in here and order it. If you are not subscribed to Immortal Thor, you're also not going to get it unless you get in here and order this book. Now, this is a cover A, and as a courtesy, I am pointing out that there is a Walt Simonson variant for all you Beta Ray Bill fans. That's one heck of a nice, he's got the biggest portion of the cover is dedicated to Beta Ray. I know there's a lot of people that love him, but I don't think that they want to miss that book. So, a little courtesy there. Namor #1. I really imagine this being a limited series. I don't think that Namor is popular enough that he can sustain a long-running series on his own. That being said, though, the Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe variant of the Namor, that's a funny book. That's smart. I like that. A lot of detail went in that, and my grandfather would have gotten a kick out of that. That is my second favorite Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe cover so far. The first one is not from a week prior. It's yet to come on this list. We have a Scarlet Witch #2. So if you liked #1, don't forget to order number 2. And my favorite, because this one is just smart. Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe Scarlet Witch, and he is pulling apart the puzzle that is Wanda. That is so... That's art. That makes you think. And I love that cover. I got to give a lot of credit to the Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe covers that they've done this year. They're smarter than they have been in the past. They make you really think about it. You can tell that they put some thought. So how is it going to kill Ghost Rider? Fire extinguisher? Yeah, sounds great. You know, and they take the time to draw it right. They've done a good job with it this year. Okay, moving on. We have X-Force number 1. So they had the new X-Men. Now they got X-Force. And there is a Scotty Young variant, which of course looks cute as always. And tell me that doesn't look like, we call it Baymax, just painted red. We have the X-Men Blood Hunt Laura Kinney, the Wolverine number 1. And there is a Peach Momoko variant, but is it just me, or does it seem like all the Blood Hunt Peach Momokos look the same? They're starting to look like Art Adams. Okay, this looks very much like the Jubilee, which looks just like the Ilyana. They look too much alike to me, and maybe I'm just getting burnt out on Momoko. I mean, she's been on a lot of covers. She is being overly saturated. But, I mean, if you like the cover, by all means, go ahead and get it. I'm going to pass on it. Moving into just generic non-main labels, we have Scout Comics, Charm City number 1, second printing, if you'd like that. We have Cult of the Lamb from Oni Press, number 2 of 4. If you like number 1, there's your reminder. We have from Udon Entertainment, Final Fight number 1. So let's bring back every martial arts video game from the 80s. Please don't tell Mrs. Ohana about this. She'll make me buy it. We have Godzilla Skate or Die number 2. If you like number 1, go ahead and get your number 2 on order. We have Hate Revisited number 2 of 4 from Fantagraphics Books. So if you liked number 1, get your number 2 on order. Get your number 2 on order if you liked Into Unbeing Part 1 from Dark Horse Comics, because number 2 is on the final order cutoff. Moving on, we have Mad Cave Studios' Last Wardens number 1. Boop, boop, boo. Liquid Kill number 1 of 6 from Massive Select. It's DMX homage. Now, this is Whatnot Massive. Now, I think that what they're doing is they're making like a higher quality called Massive Select. So just like the baseball cards, they used to have Tops. Then they had Tops Select and Stadium Club. And they had like the higher end of baseball cards. Now, with baseball cards, if you take a picture of Ken Griffey Jr. and you have another copy of a Ken Griffey Jr. and it's on a higher quality card stock, you could say, yes, it's worth more because it's a hard... But with comics, it's different. This is only going to be worth more if the story is good. Okay? And this is $15. So buy it as you decide to. That's fine. There's a chance that just on a rarity it goes up, but I just worry about it being like a bad idea book. That's all. And we've been burned by enough books that I would, if I don't spend the 15 and I miss it, okay, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. I have enough books that I lose sleep over for not buying, and I have enough books that I lose sleep over for the fact that I did buy them. From Massive Regular, and the price reflects it, at $5.99, we have Luchaverse number 1, Catalyst. Cover A, and there's a bunch of different copies of this as well. So if you liked your Lucha stories, don't forget to add this one to your pick list. From Mad Cave Studios, we have Mammoth, number 2 of 5. If you like number 1, number 2 is on the chopping block. Misfits Clubhouse, Little Red Wagon, number 1 from Scout Comics, Scoot. From Mad Cave, we have Mugshots, number 2 of 4. And call me crazy, I know the guy's he's handcuffed, but he should still be able to kick his legs and get back up to the surface, right? And I don't see any chain with weights or anything. Dude should have been treading water the whole time. Just from what I think. For Massive Select again, and now only a $10 book, not 15, but still 10, we have the North Valley Grimoire, #1. Moving on, we have Rick and Morty 10th Anniversary Special #1. This is from Oni Press, and it is a wraparound cover. Again, another $10 book. But this is probably a 64-page book. At least you're getting your money's worth with 64 pages. Okay. American Mythology Productions. They've hit some really nice ones lately with Dracula and Creature from Black Lagoon. Good storylines. And they're doing Robotnik Stooges Saturday morning cartoons. I remember this cartoon. I hated this cartoon. I thought it was too dumb. It is the Three Stooges in robot form. I don't even think it made it a season. But anyway, I do appreciate that they're doing the nice little homage there to X-Men #100, but I'm not ordering it. If you would like to, you go right ahead. Watch, this one will be the one that takes off in value. I just don't think so. Even if it does, I still don't want it in my box. Anyway, 2 more books left. We have 13 Origins, Fluorescent #1. This is from Scout Comics Chispa. I don't know what Chispa means. Maybe it's only available to certain markets. I don't know. But if this is a book that you're interested in, then go right ahead and get it. And now this is a #4. It's not a first appearance. It's not anything, but it is a fire cover. I love this cover. This is the Osagi Yojimbo Crow #4, cover B, David Nakayama. I'm in love with this cover. He is coming off that page. That is just fire. I love it. So, again, when I see really cool covers, I'm going to point them out to you. Got to make sure I get that on my pull list. Oh, and that. Now, hopefully I'm not doing this again, because then I have to reopen all those tabs again. You might just not have a video this week, or you'll just have the silent video. No. Okay. Guys, if I missed anything, please drop it down in the comments down below. If I've missed a first appearance or some character or something that I just don't know about, just drop it in the comments down below. Not just for my knowledge, but for everybody else who watches the video. We're one big family. We're trying to look out for each other and help each other's collections get better. If you got time, please get to Comics Curing Cancer's booth 1769 at HeroesCon this weekend. And if you don't get a chance, you don't get a chance. But make sure you make plans for the October auction. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you got to get to the Comics Curing Cancer YouTube page. You can find the link on Rob's Fat Sacks of Comics. And just be ready for some great artwork, comic books, services, all kinds of things we're going to throw up on the auction list. We are trying to beat last year's total. We're going to kick cancer in the nuts. Kick it in the nuts. Guys, thank you so much for joining. Hopefully I'll see you very soon. Catch you in the next video. Like, subscribe, notifications so you know when more videos are dropping. If you want to join us on Patreon, it's patreon.com/TeamOhana. If you want to just join us here on YouTube just to help cover the cost of some of the shipping of comics that I buy for you guys and get earlier content. Patreon gets bonus content. It's only $3 a month. You just help me out so I can help you out. Until I see you in the next video though. Mahalo.